Hello again. I'm Arlen Yoder from the Soul Winners Are Us website. Remember, the angels in heaven rejoice when a loved one or friend gives their heart to Jesus. The title of my post today is Simeon and Anna's Long Wait Rewarded. What's part of the Christian life? It's waiting and waiting and waiting. The older I get, the more aware I am of the sometimes long wait for God's promises when it seems they will never be fulfilled. I did a devotional for our church serve team a couple of weeks ago titled Waiting and Waiting and Waiting for What Seems Impossible. It was about the almost unbearable wait for what God promises each of us. The devotional, however, emphasized that we are in very, very good company. The Bible is full of heroes like Abraham, Joseph, Moses, and many others who had to wait and wait and wait for God's promise that seemed impossible to fulfill. And then all of a sudden, God fulfilled them. The last Bible heroes I mentioned in the devotional at church were found in Luke 2. They were Simeon and Anna, both very elderly servants of God in the temple. They spent their lifetime waiting in the temple for the promised Messiah. What's impressive is that their wait was preceded by 400 years of spiritual darkness after the time of the prophets. How did Simeon and Anna know that God had a plan for them to be rewarded after so many years of waiting and waiting and waiting for the promised Messiah? Did one or both of them have a dream? Were they visited by an angel? We'll never know exactly how they knew the Messiah was about to be born after 400 years of darkness, but we can be amazed at how these two faithful servants waited and waited and waited until they were very old for God to suddenly reward them for their faithfulness. Can you and I be so faithful in our wait for what God has promised us? See you next time.